Welcome to Today Matters, our short devotional in the Word of God. It has been a privilege to be with you the last 3 days, looking at a passage in Mark, talking about the 4 different types of hearts. We learned day 1 that the heart is deceitfully wicked, and in Proverbs 4, to guard our hearts. We learned earlier in the week that the seed represents the Word of God, and the soil represents the heart. Tuesday talked about in Mark 4:4 about the hard heart. Wednesday, we talked about in Mark chapter 4, verse 5, the shallow heart. This morning, I want to take a look at the third type of heart, which is the crowded heart. Mark chapter 4, verse 7 says, "Other seed fell among thorns that grew up, choked out the tender plants, so they produced no grain." The seed that fell on the thorny ground represents a crowded heart. This heart is identified in 3 things: the lure of wealth, the worries of the present life, and desire for other things. And there is no fruit is being produced. The crowded heart is one that is represented a lot in our culture today. We are constantly busy and striving to accomplish the next thing. Mark chapter 4, verse 19 explains this type of heart very clearly. It says, "But all too quickly, the message is crowded out by the worries of this life, the lure of wealth, and the desire for other things. So, no fruit is produced." Sports, money, social media, work, and entertainment are just a few of the many things that would crowd Jesus out. We live in a world today where we have so much entertainment in the palm of our hand. There's really never a dull moment. We have to be very clear in what our focus is. 2 Corinthians 4, chapter 18 gives us a very clear direction on what we should be focusing on. It says, "So we don't look at the troubles we can see now. Rather, we fix our gaze on things that cannot be seen. For the things we see now will soon be gone, but the things we cannot see will last forever." This verse is so clear not to focus on what we see. Why? Because this is momentary compared to eternity. Have hope in what will last forever. We live really busy lives, and we have the tendency to crowd this space with more and more activities, more work, more social life, and the list goes on and on. These are things that crowd your heart and put God on a shelf. If you are feeling life is going at such a fast pace and only God is only a slice of the pie instead of the center of everything you do, then it's time to step back and reprioritize your life. You must determine what is the most important and make decision based on your priorities. There's a famous quote that is extremely challenging to me, which says, "What you allow, you approve." Confronting the realities of priorities is really tough. But by overlooking and adding more and more to your plate is not the answer. And in the end, you are really approving it by not addressing it. What is holding you back from developing the right relationship with Jesus? Start by getting into the habit of daily seeking Him and making Him the center of everything you do. Do it today because today matters.